Hi, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. How you doing? First, let me say something. I want to explain something. The three previous videos y'all see before making this video right here about the Richmond County Sheriff Department, I'm gonna just explain a little bit of that to y'all. For those y'all, those of you who already know, before I took these same three videos down, these are the same three videos I had thousands and thousands of views on. So I just tens of thousands. So I just want to explain to the one that's catching up with it, the one that's looking at it, and I say, hey, why he post these videos? Because I know the one that's already been following me, they familiar with these videos already. Okay, this incident happened back in 2012 with my children. Now, mind you, on that day I got arrested by the Richmond County Sheriff Department because they had a warrant on me, right? And so they arrested me earlier that day. But here's where everything went wrong at. They had a warrant to arrest me now. They arrested me, which was on the false pretense based on allegations that were later dropped on me. But yeah, they had a warrant to arrest me that day though. So they arrested me. And but later that day, this is when everything went bad. They came to my house without a search warrant, without anything signed from a judge. They bust into my house, as y'all see on the videos, and stayed there. Never presented a search warrant, never presented anything at all. But then finally arrested my daughters, locked them up, and my mama. Hey, ain't that something? Locked my daughters up, and my mother. Then took my child into DSS custody. And I'm not going to call a judge's name because he ain't no longer a judge. But this particular judge signed off on some paperwork for DSS to take my child and keep my child, and kept my child longer than DSS spoke. This is what DSS come involved in too, y'all. That's why I don't get rid of nothing I got. I keep everything I got concerning the sheriff department, concerning that doggone nasty, evil people up there at DSS. Oh, I keep a track record of everything they ever done to me. So that goes to the judge. This judge signs off on a paper to keep my child in custody under DSS care. And DSS finally takes my child, get on an airplane, takes my child, flies my child to Charlotte, no, Florida. This is how yours truly wicked people is right here in Richmond County. And this is what they did to me back in 2012 now. So if y'all understand my hurt and pain I went through, I'm gonna help y'all understand this a little bit better. Like I said, the judge no longer a judge, but this same judge signed off on the paperwork for DSS to take my children. Arrested my daughter falsely because they were the one broke into my home. And without any documentation, without providing any documentation. When y'all look at all three of the videos, you see exactly what I'm talking about. Because at that time, they had me locked up, because they got me out near the road, Wildgrass Road. So this is just the history that I want to keep y'all up with concerning that sheriff department, how I've been done. And I provided DA's office with the videos of what they done. I provided the sheriff of Richmond County what they done. I provided to everybody of what the sheriff department done, and I never heard anything was done about it. Never anything was done about it. And that was in 2012, right? So this is when you know that people got stuff against you because they always doing stuff to hurt you, And I don't leave nobody out. That's the reason why I put everybody in what they done to me now. This is what I've been done. This is how they done me, and my family. So I'm putting it out there, And these same videos I took down because I was getting so many views. I was letting it go and go about my life, live my life. But then they come back and do what to me? With my ex-wife and my children. Tell me, how can you take children from a man that's the primary residence, my house, my children, primary resident with my ex-wife, because she abandoned us, assaults me not one time, not two times, but three times, and assault our children, and assault me in front of our children. And DSS knows this, which they got a video of the camera of the last assault she assaulted me. But yet, this wicked judge, Sophia Crawford, took my children from me, gave them to this woman, and stripped me of my rights. And then y'all seen what the sheriff department did to me when this woman was locked up in jail. and they took and went. I found where my daughter was and found out who had my daughter. And I told the sheriff department, look, here come, my daughter's over here. Y'all need to go get my daughter. And they didn't. So they denied me like I was a total stranger. I'm not no kin to my own children. So they script me. The sheriff department, the members of the sheriff department now said you got to get an order, a warrant. How am I going to have to get a warrant for my own child to get my child from a stranger? You tell me, how is that possible? You know, the mother was locked up in jail. Now, mind y'all, let me tell you how it happened to me earlier that year, the same year now, back in March of that same year, 2018. Let me tell you what happened. That woman took out a false warrant on me, and I got locked up. And when I got locked up, she got the sheriff department. No, hold up. No, my mistake. Let me back up a little bit. No, this judge named Regina Joe got cited me for contempt in court, as well as got her for contempt of court too. So the judge got both of us for contempt of court, but only sent me to jail. Didn't send her to jail now. Judge sent me. You find both of us in contempt, but you only send me to jail. Didn't send her to jail. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So the same punishment that judge gave me, she should have gave her the same exact punishment because she was found in contempt too. But now let me tell you what happened. While they were taking me to jail, this woman went out that courthouse with sheriff deputies, come to my house, trespass against my property, and came and got my children with the sheriff department help now. So then later when she got locked up in jail, I wanted the same services. I called the sheriff department. I said, this woman is locked up. I want my child. Oh, y'all heard what the video said. Oh, the laws changed now. Oh, so now the law changed. The shoe was on the other foot. So now you're going to tell me the law changed. So y'all assist my wife at the time to go take my children that my trespassed against my property and take my children. And my children was in the hands of my family, not in the hands of a stranger. So y'all heard the video and what they did to me. They said I got to go get a warrant from a judge to get my child. They can't go to nobody's house to get my child, and I'm the daddy. The mother locked up. And then according to what the sheriff told me at that time, sheriff told me, said, look, Mr. Wall, when you got locked up, because I wanted the answer to it. So when you got locked up, you lost your parental rights because you didn't have no say so because you lost your right because you was locked up. So, okay, since the sheriff told me that, I said, okay. So then when she got locked up, I was expecting the same thing. She lost her rights. So how in the world so now the sheriff come back and tell me the same thing the deputy said? Well, laws change. Well, have y'all ever known that a law changed in the middle of a couple of months like that? You know, when she done it, the law said she could do it. But then when I done it, the law said I can't do it because the law changed. Tell me when do a law get changed that quick? The law changed in the same year now. 2018. The law changed in 2018 and within months. Tell me, how do a law change that quick? Y'all got to enlighten me with that one. So now I'm posting my stuff back up because I don't forget nothing, and anything that I got video-wise about anything going on here in Richmond County, I don't throw it away. I make sure I keep it because it's going to come back. And I know it's coming back, and it's coming back now, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. There's a lot of stuff going on here in Richmond County now. And everything gonna come aboard. So now, let me tell you. Now, this is why I'm so upset with our district attorney. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm upset with I'm not really upset. I'm disappointed at our district attorney, our elected official. Let me tell you why. When that woman abandoned me and went to her boyfriend, got the one she ended up getting pregnant for, when she left me, she abandoned me, right? She came back and broke into my house. Knocked the door slam. But guess what? Now listen. The sheriffs were with her then when she did that. You hear me? The ours truly Richmond County Sheriff officer was with her when she came here and broke my door down. That ain't the bad part. Here's the bad part, but here's the next bad part. Then our truly district attorney decided not to charge her for breaking into my home. For trespassing for one, and for breaking into my home for two. They investigated it, yeah. That's all they did was investigate it, but they made no charges and say they weren't going to pursue no charges at my wife at the time. So I just want to let y'all know how grimy I've been did all the way up to this time concerning this ex-wife of mine and concerning that wicked sheriff department, that wicked DSS, and, you know, the child support check. Let me tell you about them. She goes and calls DSS and say da-da-da-da-da. And guess what DSS do? Come out to my house. Now, you know, you're supposed to have a valid evidence or something in order to go looking at somebody's child. You know, you got to have something on somebody that's running their mouth want you to come out, right? But she ran her mouth and they came out. And I let them come in and check me out, whatever. Now, mind you, she assaulted me in 2018, right? She assaulted me and I had a protective order against her for, well, she couldn't even come around me or our children. A protective order. She got in my face down in Hampton. Hampton police refused to arrest her. And they could arrest her right on the spot and didn't. See, this woman pretty much can get away with murder. Because this is pretty much what this woman done. You know what I'm saying? So she done did that, right? So after she done that, you know, she assaulted me at Convenience Corner. Judge finds her guilty. Put her on probation for 18 months. And told her to follow the visitation order by the letter because if she didn't, she going to jail. Here Judge Crawford gonna make me go in front of this woman again without any restriction. She ordered me. She ordered me to take my children to this woman November the 27th, 2018. Never forget it. You know, did not go wrong when I took her the kids now at DSS. Did not go wrong until I went to get the kids back. That's when she assaulted me and picked a fight with me out there. Y'all seen that video? It's up on my YouTube. When I went to get my kids back from her on November 30th, that's when she assaulted me. And our kid. Y'all see the video? And the judge stopped me up for that because you know why the judge say I blame it on the judge? Because I done sat there and told Judge Crawford, look, this woman, you know, it got mental problems. And I'm not gonna deal with this woman. Oh, you ordered to take the child, or you get 30 days in jail. That was my option. Either I take the children or I get 30 days in jail. I might as well went on to the 30 days in jail because you know what? I ended up going to jail anyway. Because I got assaulted by the very same woman I told the judge that got a problem. So I ended up getting assaulted by the same woman. You know, and then got thrown in jail for fake charges. This is why I'm upset with the district attorney. You know, this woman done trespassed against my house, broke into my house, done trespassed against my house a second time to get my children, right? You know, from my family members. With the sheriff. Now, mind y'all now, the sheriff department was with her both times she done it. The time she broke into my house and the time she come out and trespassed against my property to get my children from my family. And the sheriff department was with her both times. And I'm the daddy and my children was with my family. Now, you answer that. Now, but when she got locked up, I couldn't get my daughter. Tell me why, and I had primary custody of her. So tell me why I couldn't get my daughter. Because the sheriff department with their wicked thing want to display the law. No, they were lying is what they were doing. And not want to do their job and go get my daughter like they supposed to have it done. That's what they supposed to have it done, but that's what they didn't do. And then here come DSL, them crooked, wicked people up there coming in my house. Every time that woman assaulted me now, they coming to my house. They come to my house. And look, the first time the DSS worker was a man, my daughter told that man sitting in my front room that her mama assaulted her and snatched her out of my truck. And if it wouldn't been for me to stop there to close that door, she would have probably broke my daughter's arm or anything. You know what I'm saying? And told my daughter, was she 4, 5 at the time, told the DSS worker that. Did DSS do anything about it? Nope. But she was found guilty in court. In district court, she was found guilty. DSS ain't did nothing about it. And going back to DSS back in 2012, you know, they did some evil junk with my child then. I'm telling you. Yes, they did. And with a judge's help. They sure did. I'm just letting y'all know what they done to me from ever since I've been recording their actions. I'm just letting you know what I've been doing, the way they done me. All the way back to 2012. They do stuff illegally, and then they get these judges. Let me tell y'all something. They'll get these judges to back them up to what they're doing. They'll get these judges to sign off. You know, anytime y'all get served on papers, always look at the signature on them papers and see what judge signed them papers. See what judge signed them. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Them people that are so wicked, they go to the judges, they get signature to do stuff to you that you have no idea of. No idea of. They're like the judge back in 2014 ordered me to get my child emergency, to get my child in an emergency. And then when I went to the sheriff department to pay for the service, she called it back to the courtroom and struck her order. How you gonna give an order, then go back on your order? You know what I'm saying? So don't that tell you how wicked that DSS is up there? Oh, I got names for y'all now, and I know a lot of y'all know them names. I know. Yes, sir. So now tell me how a woman get away with threatening, assaulting me 3 times, assaulting our children twice. No, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how DS ain't done nothing about it. Not one time done anything about it. They ain't do nothing about it when that woman left me in 2014 and snatched my daughter and assaulted my mama, knocking her down. They ain't do nothing about that. You know, as a matter of fact, they helped her get away. Helped her. The sheriff department was involved with that too. After assaulting my mother now, my elderly mother, and my mama wouldn't let my daughter go, she would have snatched her arm right out her socket. But DSS didn't do nothing about that neither. Then come up here to 2017, she does the same thing of threatening me in our home, the home we stayed in at the time, my home, you know, then ran off with the sheriff's officer. Now the sheriff, mind you, now when the sheriff came here for that morning, they looked at her and said, man, we don't see no bruises on. Now mind you, now my ex-wife is light skinned, very light, almost white. Oh, he choked me. The sheriff looked at her, them deputies came here that morning, looked at her and be like, man, we don't see no bruises on you. We can't do nothing because we don't see no bruises. You know, she left here with the sheriff, and that's the night she abandoned. She had, look, mind y'all now, she had the kids with her. She had 2 of our children with her outside and were taking them with her. Now, I wasn't stopping her. Then she brought them back and gave them to me and abandoned us. She abandoned us for another man is what she done. She had been seeing this man all the time. The same man she ended up pregnant for. So she did that to me, and the sheriff department, see, this is how to show you. They didn't get at me because of my ex-wife leaving me. They got at me because how I've been writing them up already and dealing with them already. That's what they was getting at me about. You know what I'm saying? So they would break their own law, break the laws of this state, the laws of this country to get at me personally and started doing their job. Now, by right, they supposed to win and got that my child. No questions asked. I'm her daddy. I got primary custody. They supposed to win and got my child because that mother was locked up. And she was withholding my daughter from me anyway. With the DSS help, come to find out. Because y'all know I read y'all that she testified on the stand that DSS told her to keep my child from me, not to give me my child. So what they tell you? One day, they're going to explain that one. You know what I'm saying? One day, somebody's still going to explain that one. So now, and this is why I was upset concerning our district attorney, because this woman that took fake charges out on me, the judge and found her guilty, found me not guilty, and got these little bogus charges on me, been over a year now, and they ain't gonna keep me coming back and forth to court. You know, I done sit there and watch the district attorney not pursue charges after this woman, and I done had evidence every time this woman done anything to me. But yet, Judge Crawford gonna strip me of my rights in March, took my rights away from me in March, and gave custody to my ex-wife. The woman that assaulted me now in front of our kids, whipped our kids, and assaulted our kids, but she get to take my kids from me, and this judge, that show you how wicked she is. The judge. You know what I'm saying? Show how wicked she is. If I'd assaulted that woman one time, then she would have been right at everything she done to me. If I'd assaulted that woman, assaulted my kid, then that judge would have did exactly what she supposed to have done, would have been right. But now, the shoe was on the other foot, so why did she didn't do the same thing to my ex-wife? Because you know what? Because she was biased, she was prejudiced, and she didn't care nothing about hurting my feelings as a man. And more than that, she didn't care nothing about placing my children in danger. Because that's exactly what that judge did, is place my children in danger. And that's gonna be yet to play out too. Watch what I tell y'all now. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna sit there and tell me that this woman gonna assault me the many times she done, you know. So that's her MO. You know what I'm saying? So things is becoming things. You see what's going on? Y'all hear what's going on with the sheriff department now? So some things is coming down. Some things that went to the top and dwindling down. Cause you know, like I told y'all, I go to the top. I go to the top of the chain, let it come down. I don't go there because these people around here locally gonna back one another. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna go against one another. You know, but when it go uptown, all the way up to the big house, then it dwindles down. Somebody gonna have to do something. So, but yeah, man, I ain't never think that this law system around here will hurt you when you right. They'll hurt you when you right. And because I stand up for what's right. So it won't hurt me because I stand up for what's right. That's what they do around here to you. They hurt you because you right about what you're doing. You know. I've been around here and I grew up around here and they wicked. They wicked. So I'm in a position now that I can say it. I can say it and say it clearly, loudly, boldly, and honestly. Wicked. And now I got to deal with a district attorney that's gonna not pursue charges, gonna not pursue charges against something that they can prosecute. They could have prosecuted my ex-wife breaking into my house. They could have prosecuted my ex-wife for trespassing against my property when she knows she ain't supposed to. You know, all these things they could have prosecuted. And then now, you know, they're still running up there, you know, our district attorney is not doing anything. But like I told y'all, I'm just getting to the brink of it because I ain't even got nowhere near about the district attorney yet. I just want to let y'all know that. Because y'all know when I say something, y'all know I got it, don't you? You best believe I got it. Ain't a person around here almost that done been involved with me that ain't got nothing against. I guarantee you I got something against about everybody I came in contact with here in Richmond County that's in authority. Then look at the probation officer. Then violate it when the probation officer knows she was in clear violation of her probation. Clear by assaulting me for one, and clear violation by assaulting our child, and clear violation by withholding my child from me. That probation officer know that she was in direct, she didn't obey the order that the judge gave, other words. So she was in direct violation of her probation. She sure was. But what they let this woman, it's pretty much they letting that woman escape around. Tell me how many of y'all got away with anything like that. They're letting this woman escape. She doing anything she want to concerning me and get away with it. And that's what she have done it to this point. Even the Monroe Avenue School is helping her. I go there, I don't even hardly ever go there, and I go there to visit my two children that's in school up there. And here they're going to talk about, well, you don't need to be coming up here, you know, taking the kids out of class, da-da-da-da. Basically, your ex-wife had the rule and say so of everything. No, she don't got the rule and say so of everything. She doesn't make the decisions. No, I ain't going to go in that no further because there's a whole lot of stuff in there that's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to touch that no more because I ain't want to give nothing away. But anyway, just know, everything that anybody around here in Richmond County done to me, I got your record. I got your record, and most of the time I got your video. And I present the video in due time. And here's another thing. I got a call from a certain person today. Let me tell y'all something that like looking at my YouTube, to the ones in authority. You know, yeah, y'all seen how they arrested my daughters back in 2012, unlawful. Then look what they did in 2018. It's been over a year now. This is 2019. They arrested my daughters again, unlawfully, by the hands of the magistrate and the hand of the sheriff deputies. Yep. That's what they did at the magistrate office. And and they bombed, each one of my children was placed up under $40,000 and a $15,000 bond from the sheriff department and a $40,000 bond from doggone attempted court. At the magistrate's office now. This is how bad they want to get out my family. You want to put a bond like that over what? You know, what have we done? what my children doing. And the only thing my children did was to make sure when I turned myself in, there wasn't no problem. That was the only reason why they was even there. And it went from that to all them bogus charges. And to let any of you know that's been following my YouTube, I've been hearing a whole lot of rumor about a video that some people won't get their hands on, like the sheriff department, the DA's office, the lawyers. Let me tell y'all something. Let me just tell you this much. To those who seek a video, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I ain't got that. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But anyway, this is what's been going on with us, with these people. So now y'all tell me, y'all been following this whole thing ever since it started. Y'all followed it back in 2012 with the sheriff department. Y'all coming back on board following in 2017 when the ex-wife of mine did the devious things to me and our family. Y'all followed that, and then y'all done followed me getting stripped of my rights from my children. Stripped. I have no say-so, nothing. And I went from primary parent to no parent, basically. To no parent. That's how wicked our judicial system around here. See, that judge didn't make a right order, a right ruling. She made a personal ruling. It wasn't a just ruling and by the law ruling. That's why she don't need to be a judge. She don't need to be nothing at all. And I said it, nothing. Go around there working hardy somewhere and serve people that way. Definitely don't need to be serving our people doing the junk that she doing, ripping families apart and hurting families falsely. That's what this judge done to me. And then then staged it. Let me tell y'all something. Whoever that court reporter was that during that time of March with this Crawford, let me tell you something. I got the CDs. That's why I don't let nothing go that happened to me. Because I got the CD where they staged that. They staged that court. That date in that court, y'all, I'll let y'all hear it. I'm going to bring it back on my YouTube too. They staged that. They got a counselor to get up there and fraudulently lie to help, my ex-wife out. Oh, I don't see no problem with her keeping her children. You don't see no problem, but yet you didn't know nothing about her. And I asked her, y'all heard I asked her the question. What do you know about this woman? I done seen her 60 times, but you don't know nothing about her. Well, how can you make a statement like that if you don't know nothing about her? Then how can you make a statement like that? She never saw her in her office. So what kind of counselor is that you don't never see her in the office? She got an office, but she ain't never see her in the office. Burger King, McDonald's, the park, her house. I don't know what kind of counselor that is. But anyway, that's what we've been dealing with, and that's what I'm going full forward ahead. That's why I'm reloading these videos so y'all can see them. And y'all, and one that ain't, I got a lot of new subscribers done subscribe to my YouTube. Wow, that's awesome. Y'all go ahead and take off with the stuff that I got and go back and catch up with what done happened to me. And here to explain a lot to you. It don't make no difference. Them sheriff's officers do what they want to do up there, and they think they know the law, and they try to tell you what the law is. But no, they want to tell you what the law is to protect them. And then when you need them for that same law, you don't get nothing. You get, well, the law has changed. I ain't never heard a law changing like that, certainly like that. But anyway, that's what was told to me. The law has changed. And I got some information. You know what? And I ain't gonna go into that neither. Y'all, I got so much stuff here. Y'all gonna be amazed. I'm gonna just let it come out little by little, because boy, I got so much stuff coming down that ladder now. It's gonna turn up and turn on. Now it's raining today, y'all. So tomorrow, the protest will be in front of the courthouse, Richmond County Courthouse, tomorrow at 1 to 5, between 1 to 5. So it's raining all day today, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna sure be there. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all come on out and let's do this. Let's be heard. Let's get it on the map. Let's straighten this system out. And then start, what they say, start at our home first. Richmond County, we live here with it. This is what we need to straighten out. People that's in authority and hurt people's lives falsely, we need to counsel them and get them off their job, because they ain't got no business working for the public. You know what I'm saying? And everybody up there at DSS need to be fired. By everybody up there. And that's in authority, that is. Because I know them people that ain't in authority can't do much. But them people up there that's in authority, that say yeah and nay, them one need to be off from up there. Including the director. Need to be off from up there. They ain't got no business up there running nothing. Because the only thing they doing is run, they probably can't even run their own house. How they gonna run something up there? You know? When a person bring their work from home to their workplace, that means that they home all messed up. They can't even run their own home. So I just want to explain that to y'all, because see, I cried, I hurt, and I was in pain. But you know what? I stay holding on because I know the Lord is bigger than the world. Lord gonna bring it down. Lord bringing the whole house down. And now things are starting to happen. And you know what? And I like it. And I like it. And and I'm gonna tell y'all something. That this returner's office, that's gonna be one thing by itself when I come after the district attorney's office, about the stuff that then went on concerning our elected official. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I just want y'all to know. But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I am still waiting. I am still waiting for this thing to come to a head. And when it come to a head, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just outright ask for the job. You need to step down and quit. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to fire you. I'm going to say, you fired. I'm going to say, you are fired. We, as citizens of Richmond County, no longer need you. You fired. That's what I'm going to say. That's like I said to a lot of them workers with that DSS, you fired. And now in that sheriff department, a lot of workers up there is going to take time, but you fired too. In the sheriff department, you fired. That's a lot. I know y'all be like, man, he sure calling out a lot of people. Members of that clerk office, fired. Fired. Because you some evil people and you're fired. And I don't mind telling you, you're fired. That's right. Probation officer, fired. Because you definitely was wrong in the junk that you done. You know what you done. Fired. Everybody that wronged me and came in contact with me and deliberately hurt me and wronged me, fired. I don't care if you a judge, fired. I'm here to tell you that you're fired. Me. I'm here to say you are fired. Thank y'all. I'll get back to y'all with some more updates.